One way to scale pistol squats is to wear lifters. So these are my Olympic weightlifting shoes. They have a slight heel to them. So if you don't quite have enough ankle dorsiflexion, ankle mobility yet, having the heel lifted will allow you to work around that for now. If you don't have lifters, you can put plates under your heels.
Shoot the hips back first, then bend the knee. Everything's under control, so I'm not using momentum to get up. Notice how I shift below parallel on the weak side. Eventually the goal is to do it barefoot. Now a lot of people will say, oh, you shouldn't do pistols, they're bad for the knees. Well, it depends how you do the pistols. If you engage the correct muscles like you see me doing here, then it will be pain-free. Let's examine compensation patterns that could cause problems. In this case, I'm using momentum to bounce out of the hole, and this puts a lot of shear force on the knee. So if you still have to bounce out of the hole while wearing lifters, that's a sign that you need to scale further. The lifters aren't enough of a scale. So what do we need for the right pistol? A lot of strength in the right glute max, inner hamstring, and inner quad, as well as a lot of hip flexor strength on the left to keep that leg up. Troubleshooting this example, I just don't have enough strength in the right glute max, inner hamstring, inner quad, so I have to compensate to get in and out of the hole. I don't have the mobility to do it with the correct muscles. So you see shifting. So let's take a look. Watch how my left hip hikes up, and I completely shift and then default to the outer quad, hamstring, and glute. So continuing to do the right pistol like this is not going to fix my problem. It will feed the problem, and the lifter was not enough to fix the problem. So the solution is to tell the ego to take a cigarette break, because if you don't do that, then before you know it, you have horrible one-sided back pain and your SI joint is all jacked up on one side and your knee hurts on the other side. So the plan going forward to properly target and strengthen the correct muscles would be to scale the pistol. So I could do pistols to a chair or a stool. And I can decrease my weight bearing by hanging onto a pole or a TRX, or do it in the bathtub. And of course, continue working on the foundational strengthening. My advice is to train both sides equally so that you don't create more problems.